Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and prospective students. Welcome to the Hong Kong Polytechnic University's Department of Applied Social Sciences Information Day 2025. I'm your host, Dr. Lucas Scripter, Teaching Fellow in APSS. And my co-host is Ms. Connie Ng, a second-year student in social work. We are delighted to have you here today to share with you some exciting opportunities and programs offered by our department.
各位來賓午安，歡迎大家嚟臨2025年度香港理工大學應用社會科學系嘅資訊日。我係今日其中一位主持人，亦都係讀緊2年級嘅社工學生，我叫 Condi。喺我身邊嘅咧係 Dr. Lucas Scripter， 係應用社會科學系嘅老師。今日我哋好開心，將會有我哋學系嘅講者會為大家介紹應用社會科學系一系列嘅課程。
Before we invite our distinguished speakers to the stage, we'd like to kick off the event with a fun game of Kahoot. So, to participate, please scan the QR code displayed on the screen behind us using your mobile devices to join the game, okay? If you are having any problems with cellular reception, you may access Wi-Fi through wifi.hk via PolyU.
喺我哋邀請我哋學系嘅講者上台之前，我哋會先用 Kahoot 玩一個熱身遊戲去開始今日嘅課程講座。歡迎你哋掃描熒幕上嘅 QR code 去加入遊戲。如果有需要，你哋都可以借用 PolyU 嘅 Wi-Fi 名係 wifi.hk via PolyU.
Now I know what you're thinking. You're not even in university yet, and you're already taking quizzes.
Don't worry, the quiz will be informative, and we have souvenirs for the winners.
All right, has everybody joined? No, okay. We'll give you a few more seconds. Wait. Oh. All right, so here's our first question. How many total UGC-funded undergraduate programs does PolyU APSS offer? So again, the question is, how many total UGC-funded undergraduate programs does PolyU APSS offer? Your answers options are 1, 2, 3, or 4. And 2 seconds left. All right, the correct answer is 3. BA Honors in Social Work, BA Honors in Social Policy and Social Entrepreneurship, and BA Honors in Applied Aging Studies and Service Management.
Some of you might be confused because this orientation session is only for 2 programs, the BA Honors in Social Work and the BA Honors in Social Policy and Social Entrepreneurship. These are the only 4-year UGC-funded programs, while the third program, the BA Honors in Applied Aging Studies and Service Management, is only offered as a top-up program.
I'm confused. What about the Applied Social Sciences program with the JUPAS code JS3250?
That is the special feature of our scheme-based admission system. Our speakers will explain more about this later.
All right, time for the second question. Do you know what the 3 people in the PolyU APSS logo represent respectively? And there's the logo. What do those 3 people represent? 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. The correct answer is families, the community, and society.
It also symbolizes the department's commitment to education, research, and service.
All right, we have prizes for the winners. Let's look at the results. Who is rank 3? Rank 3, raise your hand. Okay, over here. Our student helpers will bring you a prize. And rank 2. In the back there, rank 2 and rank 1. Rank 1. Who is the grand champion? Grand champion? Over here.
Congratulations.
In the back and here. All right, thank you guys. Congratulations. All right, now it is time for the group photo.
而家我哋想邀請到場嘅參加者一齊望向前面嘅鏡頭去影返張大合照。 好，大家準備好未呢？ 3, 2, 1。哦，OK。好，3, 2, 1, say cheers。
Your hand to my camera. Okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Shake your hand. Okay, keep going. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, wonderful photo, everybody. Okay, now to introduce our undergraduate programs, it is my pleasure to invite to the stage our esteemed speakers. First, we will have an introduction to the Social Policy and Social Entrepreneurship program, given by Professor Matthew Wong, Associate Professor of APSS and Chair of the Social Policy Panel of the department. His speech will be conducted in English. Then Dr. Yam Kong, Program Leader of the Bachelor of Arts of Honors in Social Work, will introduce the Social Work program in Cantonese. More information about the program staff can be found on the slide behind me.
我哋好榮幸可以邀請到唔同嘅老師嚟到同大家詳細介紹一系列嘅課程。首先會係由應用社會科學系副教授黃以恒教授以英語率先去為大家介紹社會政策及社會創業嘅課程。緊接住我哋亦都邀請到社會工作學嘅課程主任任剛博士，佢將會以廣東話為大家詳細介紹社會工作學嘅課程。同時，更多課程老師嘅資訊亦都可以喺我身後嘅熒幕作參考。
Thank you very much for your interest and participation. Without further ado, let's begin by welcoming Professor Matthew Wong.
So a very good afternoon to everyone. I'm Matthew Wong. I'm an associate professor with the Department of Applied Social Sciences. It's a very crowded room here, so many of you turned up today, much more than we expected, and I hope everyone is still comfortable. So I will talk about first, what session are we talking about here? There are a lot of labels. So applied social sciences, social work, social policy, and social entrepreneurship. How does this work? So this is what we call the scheme-based program. You select the applied social science scheme in your first year, and then you enter as a general student under the applied social science scheme. Starting from year 2, you choose the 2 schemes, either in social work or in social policy and social entrepreneurship. So all admitted students will be under a common curriculum in year 1, applied social sciences, with the JUPAS code here. In year 1, everyone will take the same courses to give you a little bit of knowledge about what different social science perspectives are about, what different disciplines are about, allow you a more complete understanding of different disciplines before making an informed choice of your major. So at the end of year 1, you will choose between 2 majors, social work and social policy and social entrepreneurship, SPSE. So starting from year 2 to year 4, you will study the respective curriculum that you have chosen, and then you will graduate with that. So that is how this scheme-based admission works. I hope this clarifies. So to start with, I will be introducing the SPSE program first. And then for about 15 minutes, we will have another colleague who will talk about the social work program. So this is my introduction of the SPSE program. Another thing is that we have a QA session at the end of the a whole presentation. So if you have any questions during the period, you can scan this QR code and then you can register the question. We will take them in a lot towards the end of the session. So if I may. Very good. So this is a traditional Hong Kong style greeting, I think, very common for us locals. But today it's a very difficult task for us. Everyone's busy, the whole campus is very crowded, so it might be difficult to get something nice to eat. With my experience with the universities in Hong Kong, however, believe me, I've been to many university campuses. I can assure you, PolyU has one of the best selections of restaurants and catering outlets. So we have the restaurants on campus, we have Hong Kong Station, you walk a little bit further, we have the Tsim Sha Tsui area. Impeccable selection. That is another reason why you should choose PolyU. Jokes aside, why am I talking about this? Because this leads into my introduction of APSS. So a little bit of less fun, but there's still a question. So take a guess. Does the world produce enough food for everyone? Raise your hand if you think we produce enough food for everyone. Okay, a lot of yes, but nobody shows your hand. That's fine. Who doesn't think that the world produces enough food for everyone? Okay. But a lot of people answered me. I think that's fine. So I think the difficulty about answering this is that, well, we have technologies for everything nowadays, AI, we have people going to Mars in any time soon. We have electric cars, self-driving cars. We are so technologically advanced that we can't be impossible to feed everyone. According to a research done by United Nations about 15 years ago, so a long time before, actually, the world produces enough food to feed every single person on the planet. How do they do that? They aggregate all of the country's production in terms of food. They translate it into calories. And then they look at how many people are there on the planet. How many calories are needed for survival? And who would have thought we produce enough food to feed everyone, every single person on the planet? However, the sad tragedy of our human development is that 25,000 people die from hunger and related causes every day. That's a very big number. When we are done with the info day today and then go home, another 25,000 people would have died because of the lack of food. So this actually, I learned about this fact when I was a university student, when I was at your age. I think this is a path-changing moment for me. I think I refuse to believe that that is true, but I want to explore more why that is the case. This partly inspired me to do research about social policy, but my expertise is income inequality. So I do a lot of research on why that is the case. So a simple answer to that is food is sent to places where people can afford to waste. Meaning in Hong Kong, of course, we are a rich society. A lot of us waste food every now and again, but Hong Kong wastes an average of 1.36 times more than the world average. So we can do a little bit more about that. How can this problem be solved? Social policy. We can send foreign aid to places where they are most needed through international organizations, through different agencies. We can provide welfare to people living in poverty. We can promote sustainable growth that can balance between economic growth and balance between taking care of others. We can curb more corruption so that resources are not wasted. So a lot of things we can do on the social policy front and on the social enterprises front. So lots of NGOs here and then social enterprises here. Even in Hong Kong, we have Lo Hang Se and Cai Sik Fuk, both of which work on reducing food wastages. So all of these collective efforts taken together might make a difference to our planet in terms of improving it for everyone, reducing the people dying from hunger and related causes. So from a social problem to resolutions, from social policy, from social entrepreneurship, that is the spirit of the APSS program. From my perspective, APSS is a program that aimed at nurturing, cultivating, and inspiring the next generation of people to take on challenges like global hunger, like housing, livelihood issues, public health issues, to bring about positive social change. We want to make a difference to make the world a little bit better. That is the idea of social policy. We have three main pillars of the SPSE program. The first one is ESG, the second is international perspectives, and third is research practice focused. All of these are coming from the program that educate you to become a leader in promoting positive social change. I will go into each of these in turn. So starting from ESG, for those of you who might be less familiar with this term has been quite a hit for the past 20 years. But ESG in short stands for environment, social, and governance. This is promoted as a way for companies to show that they're taking care of the planet, they're taking care of the people, and running their business responsibly. So ESG is coined as a very good and innovative solution to balance between growth and balance between protecting our planet, protecting our people, making sure people are treated equally. So as you can see, ESG is one of the main research agenda nowadays at PolyU. So we have Professor Eric Choi here, the head of our department, doing extensive research on ESG. And then we also have the senior vice president there. So ESG is a very hot and emerging research agenda here at PolyU. And SPSE is proud to be a program pioneering that. We have progressive ESG training in SPSE. So here I have listed 3 courses that progress eventually leading to extensive ESG knowledge. So we have foundational courses there, introducing you with basic ESG knowledge. And then by the end of the curriculum, we have ESG reporting and strategy, which provides you with practical elements on how to better prepare yourself for the ESG career. And we have emerging career needs in terms of ESG. For example, there are different qualifications that you can get locally and internationally. There are also new jobs emerging in the market. For example, we have ESG manager, director, we have sustainability officer. All companies are talking about ESG nowadays. So SPSE aims to train people targeting that segment. In addition, we have something called the Fast Track SPSE Plus Master. So nowadays, while you're thinking about bachelor degree, it's not too early to think about a master's degree already because, well, the world is competitive. Everyone would have a master's degree if you want to get a good job. So we have linked with the MSc in ESG and Sustainability provided by our School of Accounting and Finance. So if you enrolled in this fast track program in SPSE, you can complete both your bachelor and master's in 4.5 years. So you save time by doing this fast track program. So normally you will do 5 years or more for that master's, but for this fast track program, you save in time, you save in tuition fee. So I think it's a very attractive feature provided by the SPSE program. The second pillar is internationalization. As I said, we are facing global problems. We face global challenges. So we need to provide for opportunities for people to look elsewhere, for our students to equip their knowledge about the world. So the SPSE program is actually quite flexible in that regard. Our curriculum is not rigid, which provides us with lots of opportunities for overseas exchange and for other study tours. For example, these are the exchange places, and these are the study tours in the last year alone. But what I think is most exciting to me is our dual degree program. So we have partnered with the University of Warsaw in Poland, so which is a #1 university in Poland and a top university in Europe as well. We are offering a dual degree program to students in SPSE. So within the same study period of 4 years, so you need to complete your bachelor degree in 4 years anyway. If you're enrolled in this, within 4 years, you get both a degree from us, PolyU, and a degree from University of Warsaw. How do we do that? You study your 1st and 4th year with us, and then second and third at Poland at their university. So just 2 plus 2, the same time period, 2 degrees. We also have a lot of supporting measures, for example, credit transfers to make sure you do that. And we also have some scholarships and accommodation to support that as well. So I think this is a very attractive option. Here we hear from our friends from Poland.
Hi, my name is Bartosz Pieliński. I am the head of the program of Social and Public Policy here at the Warsaw University. I'm sorry that I cannot participate in today's event, but I very warmly invite you to our university, to Warsaw and to Poland.
All right, very nice campus, very nice people, right? So if you apply to us, PolyU, you get the opportunity to go to Warsaw for 2 years. So I think it's a very exciting collaboration opportunity. So more information about the University of Warsaw. Is a very prestigious university, of course, in Europe. So you not only get a chance to visit their campus to study there, but you also explore more opportunities to develop more in Europe and in the West as well. So I think that's a very exciting opportunity. So to summarize, the 4 stages of study at SPSE. First year, you enter as a general applied social science student. We give you foundational knowledge about social science. Stage 2, you have more international exposure, either by exchange field trips, placements, and also a dual degree. Stage 3, you gain more knowledge, hands-on knowledge about doing research on policies, about different perspectives in social sciences. And then stage 4, specialization, preparing you for your next step, either is a master's degree or is a career in social science field. Finally, where do SPSE graduates go? So our curriculum is very diverse. We cater to a lot of different expertises, but in general, because of the social policy background, many of the students go to government and public organizations, NGOs, social enterprises. A lot of them also founded social enterprises themselves, but it is highly flexible. They go on to business sector, they go on to multinational corporations, some of them become teachers as well. So opportunities for further studies are also very available and flexible to our students. So that's my part for SPSE. Next, we have Dr. Yam Kong to talk about social work program.
Okay, thanks, Matthew. As Nancy said, I'm gonna conduct in Cantonese in this part. 首先呢，想邀請大家呢，用5至10秒望下呢3張嘅圖片。大家都諗到嗬，同我哋最近打風有關係，都好犀利嗬。其實當然想關心下大家啦，見大家都好人好者，非常健康，恭喜大家。但係有冇諗過調轉，好似呢度啲圖片咁？又或者你喺新聞見到有啲人唔小心去咗睇海嘅時候跌咗落海，咁點算呢？你係齋喺屋企睇電視食花生，你會話：哇，冇理由咁樣㗎，離晒譜嘅，仲要搞到人哋去救佢啊等等，真係唔應該啦。定係你都會有個 passion 去諗下，唉，點算好啊？出咗事喎，其實有好多醫護人員啦、救護人員啦。包括社工，其實就喺背後咧做緊啲工作。譬如跌咗落海個家人個小朋友，其實就會有啲輔導員啦、counselor 啦、社工啦， 就會幫手去令到個屋企咧重新恢復翻正常嘅生活。想大家再望下呢3張圖片，其實呢個好近嘅咋，就喺我哋 campus 隔離，我自己影嘅呢3張都係。有啲人仲係無家可歸嘅，香港非常富庶哦，但係都仲要解決房屋問題。好似我哋Matthew 老師講，社會政策喺我哋社工課程一樣非常重視。政策用喺社工嘅課程就係變成一啲福利嘅政策，去幫助解決譬如房屋嘅問題、貧窮嘅問題。呢張都係我自己影嘅，但係唔好影到老人家個正面啦，係嘛？即係因為私隱。咁老嘅時候仲要推住車周圍去揾食，係咪好艱難啊？社工課程我哋訓練人要有 empathy 同理心，要有 passion， 要去服務其他人。如果你係有呢顆心嘅呢，我會話你就啱讀社工課程啦。睇下呢一張，從宏觀政策同埋法律上嚟講，呢一個伯伯呢，佢有啲曳曳啦。你睇下亂過馬路喎，係嘛？但係如果你從一個人本關懷嘅角度，有冇諗過啊？伯伯佢個人有咩需要呢？望下攞住支拐杖，佢又腳痛喎，係咪要過馬路？有冇諗到從個人角度要關心下佢？佢需要有啲 support， 要有啲支援喎。社工課程呢，其實就係講緊咧培養我哋咧人本關懷。所以呢，我哋嘅訓練課程亦都同樣啦，要從一個個人 support 嘅角度，都要去了解下呢個老人家點幫佢。而呢一個的士司機咧，我想講咧就係大家嚟嘅，佢都係個香港嘅老百姓，香港嘅市民，同大家一樣，非常有關懷他人嘅心。佢冇咧好似平時咁咧，噗噗噗，阿爸快啲走啦！冇，因為我當日喺現場，我就望住個司機停低咗架車，好有心俾伯伯過馬路。然之後咧，阿伯過咗馬路咧，佢先至開翻架車。嗱，我諗 social work 嘅課程、社工課程，我哋需要有一種係嘛？從法理上我哋知道唔啱嘅，但係都要從個人人情嘅角度去思考，點樣俾一個支持，令到個社會嘅問題咧可以減少。嗱，呢個咧就係基本社會工作咧講緊咧就係以實務為本，我哋要人本關懷，提高唔同人嘅福祉。咁所以咧，我就喺今日平台嘅時候咧解答咗好多家長問題咧，就問：哇，你哋課程要讀啲咩㗎？其實好多嘢好疏力㗎，有社工專業嘅一啲理論要讀啦，家庭個人嘅輔導啦，亦都有一啲 final year project 啦等等。而大學咧亦都安排咗好多好犀利嘅嘢㗎，包括今時今日咧 AI 嘅一啲嘅數據嘅學習咧，都 integrate 喺而家唔同嘅課程入邊。咁當中啦，呢個我一定要講啊，因為我哋自己學係叫 social sciences 啊嘛，所以點解有 Matthew 老師喺度啊？因為我哋有 social policy 嘅課程，其實我哋仲有好多嘅唔同 level master 嗰啲咧，有心理學嘅課程等等。喺我哋呢度讀社工課程咧，同其他大學有一樣唔同咧，就係我哋自己提供好多 social sciences。譬如讀心理學咧，你唔需要去其他心理學部門讀一個 in general 嘅心理學，而係已經 integrate 咗幾十年，因為我哋課程辦咗50年啦，已經 integrate 心理學用喺社工應該要點樣用嘅，咁令到你讀社工課程嘅時候咧，自然就個 integration 會做得好，明都會明得通透一啲。呢一個咧我都要提啦。有家長話：哇，你望下我哋咁年輕嘅，幾多歲啊？20 OK， 有啲係17，有啲係18。哇！做社工要處理一啲好艱難、好複雜嘅喎，家長可以放心啦。social 課程咧喺2年班同埋4年班咧有個好疏力嘅一啲我哋叫做實習，加埋國際要求咧800個小時。放心，唔係你嘅仔女自己去讀嘅，即係各位同學你可以放心，你係有個老師每一個星期陪住你，同你一齊去睇你嘅功課啦，去帶住你啦。前線亦都有啲專業嘅社工咧，同你一齊去即係進行嗰個工作，令到你好疏力咁樣喺4年入邊咧裝備好，成為一個專業嘅社工。咁我哋頭先講啦，好人本關懷啦，係嘛？咁包括上堂嘅時候都係啊，我哋都係人本關懷㗎，即係同同學咧唔係淨話上堂好悶咁樣睇好多理論啦等等啦，我哋會透過好多咧經驗學習法包括 integrate 啲 AI， 希望你學嘅時候咧個 integration 做得好。嚟到呢度咧，我要做一個動作，要借你哋對手咧，俾啲掌聲。今日陪你嚟嘅屋企人啊、朋友啊、親人啊，好嘛？多謝佢哋。 咁關心你。頭先我喺阿 Matthew 老師講嘢嘅時候咧，同我係主任咧崔教授一路喺度傾偈啊。大家今日影咗好多相啊，嗬，好多相片咧會擺喺我哋 department 嘅。我哋擺上網站，因為我哋好 value 每一個人，你哋係即係都係嚟到呢度啦。咁我都再想借你哋咧個 face 啦，同埋對手咧影一張 selfie 啊，大家呢張都有機會嚇，即係我哋擺喺網站嘅嚇。咁咧就亦都俾我留住咧喺 interview 嘅時候咧，見到啲面孔咧可能會加分㗎嚇。OK， 好嗱，預備啊，望住呢度，我影幾個 corner 嘅嚇。首先左邊，預備1、2、3。OK， 再嚟中間1、2、3。再嚟呢邊，好1、2、3 ，OK，thank you。咁嗱，多謝大家先。我仲有少少 PowerPoint， 我用咗1-2分鐘，因為咧留翻啲 Q&A 嘅時間。OK， 因為我都係想 show 咧，我哋 department 重視人啊。點解花咁多時間影相啊等等？其實我哋真係好 value 人，因為呢啲知識嘅嘢咧，你嚟到你會學㗎啦。但係都要講下啲特色。除此以外咧，有啲大學咧未必有咧，好似我哋咁咧，我哋有一個叫專業實踐評估中心咧，係特登為社工課程、為輔導課程而出嚟嘅一個實體嘅一個 Petty Centre 就支援學生咧學社工課程嘅時候咧，學得更加 integrate theory into practice。OK， 咁所以咧唔止，既然有個 centre 啦，我哋就提供好多免費課程俾同學咧。除咗正規課程咧，有啲咩最 latest 嘅要學嘅輔導啊、其他嘅技巧等等咧，老師們咧都會透過呢個 centre 咧去裝備同學，令你學嘅嘢更加多。講多少少啦，賣藥啊嘛，係嘛？social work 你話我好想讀，但係咧頭先 Matthew 老師講 APSS 課程好鬼正喎又，咁點算咧？唔好擔心，原來咧你可以收 minor 㗎 ，minor 咧都可以有 APSS 嘅。不過你係要去 Warsaw 啊等等咧，記住一定要揀 APSS 啊 ，social work 課程冇得去 Warsaw 㗎除咗啲其他 exchange 啊。你話我心理學有興趣喎，你可以讀 Psych 課程啦。嗱，註冊社工我呢 part 都要講埋，跟住我就收聲㗎啦。點解要講咧？我係為咗啲家長去講嘅。social work 原來係一個註冊課程啊。註冊社工，你係一個 nurse， 你係個醫生，你係做唔到社工嘅。一定要讀咗社工課程先可以，所以香港係有個註冊制度咧。到目前為止700幾萬咧，唔夠3萬個註冊社工，即係話你份工咧係有一定保障，就係有出路嚇。咁呢個咧就係即係啲數據啦嚇，即係本來想講多啲嘅，但我望住嘅時間唔講啦，有啲爛 get 都唔做啦。你屋企隔離梗係有咩啊？有百佳、惠康，有馬會。有冇見過？總有間喺你左近啊！明愛啊、東華三院啊、YMCA、YWCA 呢啲全部都係大家出路嘅地方。學校社工，大家知唔知啊？一個 policy 做得好咧，而家做一個 policy，全香港每一間中學一定要有起碼2個社工。咁即係話咩啊？你嘅 employment 咧，亦都喺嗰度會有啦。OK， 嗱呢 part 唔使睇咁耐，淨係俾啲誤會嘅家長成日講嘅。喂，阿 Sir、阿任 Sir， 社工係咪等於義工啊？頭先阿 Matthew 老師一嚟到就話。大家食咗飯未啊？社工會唔會冇飯食㗎？咁到時其實唔係㗎，各位家長唔好為你哋坐喺度嘅仔女擔心啊！佢出嚟咧正常入職咧係等於政府嘅主任職級嚇，咁其實個 ladder 咧都唔差㗎，都好 stable 㗎嚇。咁我估我唔講呢啲啦，反而最後咧想講咧，我哋 department 咧係特登為同學咧做咗好多嘅 support 嘅，包括咧有啲專業嘅顧問，包括咧。有啲嘅 scholarship 特登為社工課程而設嘅，嗰啲 APSS 冇㗎有啲係 social work 先有嘅，亦都有好多 exchange 嘅機會我啱啱前日打風咧，阿 Sir 仲喺度做緊嘢，喺屋企 online Zoom meeting 同英國嘅一間大學嘅老師喺度傾緊合作協議。social 嘅同學可以去英國參與一啲嘅活動，或者去即係唔同外地嘅地方咧做實習咁新加坡啊等等啊，我哋過去一路都做緊㗎啦咁所以咧。大家如果有興趣社工課程咧，咁你梗係要諗下，我哋應用社科係社工課程啦，係咪？多謝大家。OK，thank you。跟住咧到 Q&A 嘅時間，
我哋可以俾2至3位同學，如果你哋有興趣，可以隨時舉手問問題嘅。
Okay, we're going to move to the Q&A. Any questions? Somebody in the back? Okay.
I like your backpack. It's very nice. Transformer. Yes, I see Transformer. Wow. Yes, very good. Okay, please ask question.
Hello。OK，咁 testing。OK，咁想問下咧，因為你嗰陣時就提及到輔導員呢樣嘢啦。咁同埋據我所知咧，其實社工同埋輔導員兩者係有啲分別嘅，就係好似係咪輔導員就好似係冇一個正式嘅嗰個註冊之類嘅嘢。咁如果咁樣嘅話，我想問下輔導員同埋喺社工相比之下，佢會有啲咩優勢或者係點樣咧？
哇！呢個同學有做功課，俾啲掌聲佢先啦。嗱，我 cut short 啦，因為留翻多啲提問。我哋自己 department 咧 master 課程咧都有訓練輔導員嘅，包括家庭治療師，我哋 department 有做嘅。不過喺香港咧，正式喺法例上已經係即係容許入職咧，其實 social worker 社工就係其中一個可以做，或者你係其他譬如教育心理學家啊、臨床心理學家 social work， 所以同 counselor 會唔同啦，而個 training 都唔同嘅。社工我講緊有輔導元素，但係唔係淨係做輔導。頭先我點解俾咁多圖片大家睇呢？貧窮問題唔係淨係輔導解決嘅，你要去制定一啲 welfare 嘅政策。你一個遇到災難嘅時候，好似打風，其實唔係淨係坐喺度做輔導可以解決嘅，你係要有啲嘅可能防災嘅一啲措施去做法，成個社區中心點樣配套咁所以我諗呢個亦都社工唔同嘅地方。不過你個問題問得非常之好仲有冇問題？
有嘅，最後一個。
留翻啲機會俾其他人啊俾佢最後講埋啦，佢出咗嚟啦。
唔好意思啊，各位。咁係啊。OK， 咁都係關於輔導員㗎啦。
都係輔導員。不如咁啦，留翻啲機會俾其他人啦。我私下再答你啲關於輔導員嘅，好唔好？好，睇下其他人仲有冇其他嘅問題。Well, welcome, yeah, others to ask with your questions。我要介紹有位好重要嘅人物。APSS 課程咧，除咗係我哋 panel chair Matthew 老師咧，我哋 program leader 咧 Dr. Wayman Tan， 俾啲掌聲啊 Dr. Wayman Tan。
Thank you very much for all your questions. So we have already received a couple of questions, and one of the questions is highly related to the arrangement of the dual degree program. And I guess the student or the participant would like to ask the GPA, I guess. So what is the score of the GPA? I mean, once you have applied for that particular program. So I would say that right now we consider to be around 3. So once you have already attained a score at around 3, would be able to apply for this particular dual degree program. And at the same time, there's another question talking about the average IB score. And as far as I remember, is roughly around 32 to 33, maybe. So you'll have to pay attention to, the overall arrangement of the academic registry of our PolyU. So we have one question from the floor.
I wanted to ask if the program is in English or there's some like Cantonese involved as well.
Okay, so mostly I would say that apart from Chinese language subjects, most subjects or all other subjects are basically in English.
Thank you.
In fact, also as well as the social work program, during the lectures and classes, we have to use English as medium. Okay?
飲 Sir， 我估呢條問題交俾你答啦。因為咧佢就問咧有一個在座嘅朋友就問咧，我哋大學2年班咧就有幾多位同學而家係讀緊社會工作？
嗱，而家咧總共有54位喺我哋自己嘅學系讀緊社工嘅。我哋喺 Scheme Base 入咗嚟之後咧，就係去到學期尾嘅時候咧，同學就會揀 major， 跟住就係入 SPSE 或者 social work。咁但係咧就 over the years 咧，我哋嘅經驗咧就係基本上舊年嘅經驗都係咧就係所有同學係可以根據自己意願咧揀自己嘅 major 嘅。OK，thank you 呢個問題 ，thank you so much。OK， 我 remark 呢個 slide， 我哋個 intake quota，this cohort 係64個學額咁。其實咧就大學咧都 recognize 我哋，因為我哋喺 PolyU 42個課程入邊咧排喺 top 喺第8位。咁每一年咧有陣時都會鼓勵我哋咧，既然收生成績咁好， 有陣時就俾多幾個位我哋咧。所以當你開學嘅時候咧，其實就唔係64個同學嘅，係 more than that，好冇？咁另外咧就係、我哋喺7月份嘅時候，大概就會做 interview 啦。咁今日 share 嘅內容咧，俾 tips 你哋啊，嗰啲社會議題啊等等咧，都係咧喺 interview 會做嘅。而個 score 咧平均大家已經好清楚見到啦。啱啱收個 call 咧24.4，再對上嗰年咧就23.8，即係2+3。OK，thank you so much，thank you。
All right, thank you, everybody. We hope to see you next year. For those of you who've been sitting on the floor for nearly an hour, we'd like to prioritize you guys first, so you're welcome to stand up. And again, have a great day. Thanks for joining us. And if you have any questions, please let us know, okay?
多謝大家參與我哋嘅課程講座。咁我哋想請坐喺度同埋企喺度嘅同學先離開，之後先再請坐低嘅。
坐喺地下嗰啲，我哋見坐喺地下嗰啲好辛苦，所以話請坐地下嗰啲可以先離開，係啊，辛苦晒大家，多謝大家今日嘅嚟臨。Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much.